some of the guys that maybe remember some of our old patterns, we're doing new patterns from Caustic, and we're also doing some of our throwback ones like Thunderstruck and Mountain Dew and Mexican Camo and some of the really cool ones that we were famous for in the past.
What's up, guys? It's Mark from Lone Wolf Paintball. I am at the Shocker booth. I've got James. We're gonna look at the new Adrenaline Shocker, brand new, premiered today at the ICPL event, the NXL's Classic Paintball series. So James, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Tell me what you got there. What is this?
So this is our Adrenaline Shocker. This is a CVO configuration, but we make it in both XLS and CVO. Most people get both of them matching. So this XLS frame would be same pattern, matching. The anodizer does it at the exact same time. And you would take off the high rise and put on the low rise in the XLS version. Tons and tons of mods. That's what we've always been known for anybody that remembers us from the late 90s and early 2000s when we did the Angels and then the Impulse. For instance, the Impulse, we completely redesigned the gun. Well, we've done a lot on this one and help with some of the people at some of the R&D guys at Shocker. But we have our own bolt system so it used to be, if those aren't familiar with it, you used to push a button here. This is now a lock catch mechanism. So you turn this metal cap and you just pull it out. In the tent, if you have a gassed up gun and you have paint in it, you used to have to twist the knob, turn over your hopper, fire the ball to degas it, then pop it. Now with we use Lux ASA, an air pathway, so this is a Lux style ASA, but it's got our milling on it. The milling pattern is basically like a wave effect, so the wave starts here and it goes out through all parts, including the grip frame, all the way the handle, the foregrip, and all the way down to ASA as they get farther and farther apart and deeper. So that's the concept. And they're all pieces, the high rise and the low rise continue the waves. But anyway, now you just pop the ASA, pull the bolt out, and it degasses at this stage, so you can leave it fully loaded up with paint. Clean it out, and then you're done. As you can see, for those of you familiar with it, our bolt's a different color. We have ice coating on it, so the Lux X, Lux Ice, and our gun are the ones with ice coating. It's a big deal for bolt maintenance, and we're excited about that. We have, you can barely see it here in probably the video, but we have a timer on the back. It counts up from 10 minutes, counts down, or it can count up. So that's the timer there. We also have a 10-minute mode that counts down. But this is a count up mode. But you can also set it for 10 minutes and count it down. Obviously, the XLS doesn't have that. We have our own trigger spring in here, and this is our old throwback stake tongue trigger, which we used to do years ago. So it's our spring, it's a lighter spring that's in here, and we haven't set this one up yet, but we do a trigger job on all of them with Allen keys. You set it up nice and neat. Normally the Shocker has a very thin foregrip here with a lot of rubber, and we made a machined one that's about the size of the one with rubber, but a little bit more. So it's more of the kind of the Lux style feel to it, a little more meat up front. We did that with a lot of feedback from people playing with different sizes. We've extended this, so something that's not noticed, but our frame is so much bigger, and the reason it's bigger in the front is for the old school guys that like trigger shoes, whether you've come from Cockers or for whatever reason you like trigger shoes. We made this so that if you put a trigger shoe on this, your finger's really right up against it, and so we gave a little room for the guys that want to put a trigger shoe on. Anyway, we have, for the first time, and again, we haven't been around since really '05, but we've always been the most expensive, kind of be the Lamborghini of guns. For the first time, we have a gun under $1,000. Our Dust Black without the timer is under $1,000. So, but then they go obviously way up. Harrison's here. We're getting ready to do the Seattle Thunder XLS. They'll hopefully have them all in Philly. That's a loaded up 2-for-1 gun with some really wild anodizing. We're really excited to show that probably in the Philly event. But here we're showing the CVO version. But both guns have a case that holds it in CVO setup, and then the extra frame and extra high rise or low rise is stored in the case, also with all your freak inserts. So it's a really nice anodized case with laser engraving on it. So we're excited about that. So it's taken us 14 months. We started in we started in March of 18. So it's been a long work in progress. A lot of people have been very patiently waiting. We remember now why we stopped doing it. It's such a headache. you forget about things like that. So I don't know if we'll do more after this or not. But
so is there a limited production run? How many you got available right now?
The first one's 385. And all our old guns, we did somewhere between 500 and 600. We have about 100 gone, which is great for us because that was sight unseen. You know, they just trusted that it would be good, so we feel proud about that. So we have about 285 left to sell when we rolled into this event. We may run another small batch, again, it'll be around 500. We may just call it at 385, we'll see. And we're doing some of the guys that maybe remember some of our old patterns, we're doing new patterns from Caustic. And we're also doing some of our throwback ones like Thunderstruck and Mountain Dew and Mexican Camo and some of the really cool ones that we were famous for in the past. The All-Americans, theirs is the only one that's not being done by Caustic. Theirs is being done by Aesthetic. I've seen it. It's really nice. It's a patriotic theme, if you can guess what it's going to look like, but it looks great. But yes, they are limited. And we had to guess on some of the packages, so once some of them sell out, what's left may be the 2-for-1, you know. But really, when you get the 2-for-1, you're getting 2 guns in one, you know, one case, and you have mech or electro, you know. So with all your inserts, so it's a nice little combo package.
So the guys have been watching this entire video. Where do they go to buy one of these right now? What's the website? Where do they go? Who do they plug? Who they got to find out?
Right, adrenaline.shop. So it's adrenaline with an E, like spelled here. .shop, and you'll see on there the combos, and that's the ones I'm talking about. That's 2 guns in one, and then you'll see the XLS and the CVO. So, and then there's classes. They may say it's confusing because we haven't got the pictures up yet, but like, so the Seattle Thunder one will be in our legendary class, which is the most expensive, top of the line anodizing, every little option possible. But then we have like the uncommon class, which is base dust black anodizing, no timer. I mean, there's a comparison chart on there that shows what you get. So a little bit more that you want on the looks, the price goes up, but for the most part, except for the timer, the mods are the same. You're gonna get the performance. But it's just so much easier to do a dust black than it is, you know, a crazy Caustic Customs anodizing that we have a couple options for people that just want the mods. So we have a base one with just pretty much pure mods, and then if you want a really wild one, we're about to come out with a bunch of those. So.
Awesome. So thanks again to James from Adrenaline. Go to adrenaline.shop. Check out these new markers. They're freaking awesome. We're going to try and get some at the Lone Wolf Paintball store as well. Hopefully you'll send some up. Maybe we can do some shooting videos and things with them.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. But check them out. You can always get Shocker and Lux guns at lonewolfpaintball.com. JerkyDen.com, of course. We are at the NXL Classic ICPL event. Thank you again, and we will see you next time. See ya.